Eleanor Grace here, and coming through, just adjusting my hair there, just coming through all the way from London in the UK, United Kingdom, across the pond from you guys over there in the USA, and also not too far across the world really from Australia, but welcome anyway. I'm here to do some live readings as well for those of you who are calling in and have joined us for some free psychic messages here on Earth number 1, Clairvoyant and Medium show. So I'm a natural clairvoyant and medium, have been working professionally in this field over 35 years now. And it was since I was a small child, understood and realized the differences between those of us that are here and that we can feel and touch with our hands and give hugs and kisses to, and those that are in spirit who we can also see, hear and feel their presence, but we can't actually give them hugs. Well, not in that way, but we can in our spirit messages, and they will come through and hug us all, I hope. So this evening or this afternoon or this morning, wherever you are in the world, we're going to give you some evidence of how that works and give you the opportunity as well to share in that sense of spirit when we do connect with those otherworldly beings. Maybe you call them ghosts. We're in the ghostly season, aren't we? With it being Halloween, the moon big in the sky and the veil just that little bit thinner for us to be able to reach across and perhaps share those messages with our loved ones. Now, clairvoyance is different. That is, again, a very similar energy that we connect to. But clairvoyance is about predictions for the future, looking into your future pathway. How do we do that? Well, that again is something that is gifted. That's where your brain is wired, I think. But in order to help us, we will use tools, which are cards or perhaps just something like this. Crystal ball. This one is an indigo crystal, amethyst and indigo. And indigo represents our mind, body and spirit. So it's very much bringing the collective together and allowing us to understand that holistically we are one being, and therefore we can reach across those energies and those universal time differences as well, to empathize and share that human energy across the world and the spiritual energy that we want to reach. We're all part of it. So let's have a look then into the amethyst and indigo crystal ball. And we are going to be getting our next caller, or our first caller here on the show very soon. And it's Ginger in Belmont, North Carolina, who is ready. So hello there, Ginger in Belmont, North Carolina.
Hi, Eleanor.
Hello, and how are you? Have I spoken to you before? Have I, Ginger?
Yes, you have spoken to me before.
Okay, right. I think that was on the show, wasn't it, a few weeks ago?
Yes, and my grandmother came through and wouldn't let me even ask a question.
Okay, so you've come back. All right, well, yeah, I do recall now, she was really rather busy, Ginger, wasn't she? Wanting to push you forward, I think, and creating a new opportunity for you. Yeah, reaching across the miles. That's what I have here, Ginger. So what's your story now? What has happened since we last did your reading on air with your grandmother who was pushing her way through and not really allowing you to speak very much? So what's happened since then? Fill us all in, Ginger.
Well, I put my house on the market. It goes live tomorrow. And I'm wondering if, how long my realtor's saying she thinks it will fly off the market.
Okay.
And I'm a very worrier. I'm a worrier. I'm like my grandmother. And, I worry that we get a quick offer, we get a quick close, there's no problem. So I'm trying to find that out. And I also want to find out if my parents will be close behind me that are putting their house on the market soon too.
Okay, I've got 3 o'clock. I keep being told 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. I don't know what that means to you. Does it mean anything to you?
No.
Okay.
Actually,
well,
it used to be my grandmother was time to watch the guiding light. So.
Was it? Aha, well, she's here then. She's saying 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 3 o'clock. It's really in my head. So I've got to give it to you. So it's got to, I thought, well, it's either that at 3 o'clock tomorrow that you will get a result, or this is a message coming through here from your grandmother watching the guiding light. So that's the soap opera. Thank you to my producer for telling me that, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
There we are. Okay, so that's really quite special, I think, from her. If that was her favourite programme and that's what she liked to watch, I know that a lot of the soap operas can be very addictive, and a lot of people watch similar things here in the UK. So I'm going to give you that. It is a really focused sort of event that is going to, I think something will happen by that particular time, and also that you will have a result. So watch out for these phone calls, these events, these, certain sort of predictive elements that are going to come through in a reading. So this is coming through from your grandmother. Now I'm going to take a couple of cards as well, which are very important, really, particularly for things like timescales and specific detail. You want to have a card or two that is really going to mean something. So I've got here these rather large Rider-Waite cards. I use these as teaching cards. Now you've got the page here. It's the Page of Cups. This is good news. It's an offer that's coming to you. Do you know what I think you're going to fly? This is just going to go. Flying out. That's what I've got. A tentative offer, a low offer, likely at first. Don't take it. Just say no. We want a little bit more than that. Now, overcoming obstacles. The same person will have more money in the back pocket. He'll have more money there. It is a man, right? We've got this first offer. This is what's coming in. There he is. And he's lovely, quite nice, but he's trying it on a little bit. There's a bit more. And here, overcoming difficulties and obstacles just to get a little bit more. Now, your temptation will very much be here, Ginger, to just say, oh, yes, thank you very much. Off we go. We're going to have some fun now, and we're going, because you're looking at the money. You're looking at the facility. So the money that is being offered allows you to really make a difference in your life. And that's what you want to do. And you are pocketing the money here. But you've only got 70% on offer as to what you could have. So just wait a few more days and see what else is there. Let me just take this final picture here. Aha, interesting. Another offer coming in straight after about 4 days. So just say thank you for the first offer and just, leave this one just buzzling over, just really allow this to land 2 or 3 days later. So if it's going on tomorrow, then wait till perhaps the end of the week before you say yes or no. Look at other interested parties because they're really important. And then I think you've got your deal and you can decide. So yeah, there is a little bit of trickery around the first person that comes in. So he's just trying to get a good price. There's nothing wrong with that. So you can be as cute as him and you can say, well, that's great. That's wonderful. Exactly what I would have hoped for. But got somebody else there in the wings. So yes, I feel that this is really important for you, Ginger, here to just have that edge yourself. Now, just for your parents, your father in particular here.
Yes.
Your parents are coming behind you, aren't they? So your father
Yes.
is really quite determined to stay with you. He wants to stay where you are. He doesn't want you to disappear out of his life at all. So he is going to be very steadfast in his efforts to do everything that he can to match your situation. Now, look at this. You've got the magician that's coming through. Magician will give you from the tarot just an unexpected development, something that you perhaps wouldn't have been able to predict. And in this situation, this is around your father. So your father here has the magic touch. He's the one that will come out with something, just say something out the blue, or come up with an idea or a plan that really makes sense. And he's the one to listen to because he's got that intuition that allows all of you guys to safely move forward onto this next stage. Are you hoping to live near a lake, a big expanse of water? Not the sea. I don't see the sea particularly, although you'll be near to the coast, but I'm seeing like a big lake. It's lovely, it's beautiful, beautiful energy around this location, and also trees. There's a variety of different trees that are there. And woodland, and I think that that's something that you like. Is that true? Is that what you feel you would want to have there?
We're actually going to be about a half an hour from the beach,
Right,
and
okay.
there is a lake in the community, but I'm not on it. However, I'm in a preserve wetland is behind my house, so there's trees.
Right, and will your father be there as well? Will he be near you as well?
Yeah. Well, yes, that is the goal. And I found a house. If we can all get his sold, that may work for them as well.
Yeah.
And it is on a lake.
Yeah. Okay. That's where I see you. That's where you're going to be. By the end of this week, you'll have further news, Ginger, and it will all come together. Now, something that your father, your dad is coming up with is just making a difference. You know, he's able to seal the deal. He's going to be able to come up with something. I think it's a bit of money or some resources, ideas. He's good with ideas. And he's very talkative. He's able to persuade people. So, don't be afraid here to let him take charge, perhaps, of some negotiations. But his property will sell as well because he wants to be with you, wants to stay very close to you.
Is yours going to sell good for a good price?
Yeah, and don't forget your grandmother is here with her back problems and everything, saying 3 p.m. So she's going to be watching and making things happen. So I think that's a really good omen for you. And I'm so delighted here for you as well, because it's a big move, isn't it? Big move for you and the family.
Yes.
Do you know what? You're going to make it work. Where's the dog? Have you got your dog going as well? Where is the dog?
Yes, the dog is going. She knows the dog's got to go too. And she has all my others up there with her.
Oh, I'm sure she does, because I can hear them yapping away here, sort of panting, so there's definitely this lovely feeling of really great animals as well with you. So there's a happy future, and I think that you're doing absolutely the right thing. It's got you in the right place at the right time. So I'm wishing you the best of luck, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed, particularly for 3 p.m. and whichever show your nana used to watch. So best of luck. Let us know. Come back onto the show.
I will. And I'll let you know. My realtor has it set up for all offers to be in by Monday, and then we'll make a decision. So I'm hoping.
Great.
3 p.m. on Monday, we have our offer.
Well, that would be perfect, wouldn't it? I think they'll all be in by then. So best of luck, and I'll speak to you again very soon. I think we also have Neil. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye, Ginger. We have Neil here on the line. Hello, Neil. Oh, Nell, it's Nell. Sorry, my apologies. Haven't got my glasses on. Do you know what? I'll put my glasses on and then I'll be able to say it properly. Hello,
No
Nell.
problem. Hi, how are you?
I'm really well, thank you. And how are you doing here now?
I'm doing
Um,
I'm doing really great today, thank you.
okay, let's have a look now at your particular crystal ball, shall we? And I've
Oh,
got
thank
the
you.
amethyst. Oh, it's my pleasure. Let's have a look now. I like to use the crystal here now. I can take my glasses off now that I've got your name correctly. Um, this is the amethyst and indigo crystal. I love this crystal ball because it's really about your heart, your feelings, your intentions, the sincerity that you have as well as a person. And I'm seeing here a lady with a lot of integrity, a good deal of pride that you have in yourself and also in your achievements. And I'm seeing here that you love your family to bits. There's a great deal of special cushion love. It's like candy floss here and some real sort of special fizz that is around you and your feelings for your family members. Do you have young ones in your family? Are there grandchildren or young children that are near to you, either near neighbors or near in your family now?
I have two children. I have a son and a daughter that are younger.
Are they? Okay. I see even younger ones as well. So I want to go to a neighbor and I want to go to neighborhood, the near neighborhood and children around you. It's a really lovely energy, I have to say, full of squeals and delight and some really strong images of children playing. That's what I have. And that lovely sort of sound in the air and you feeling very happy at those particular noises. So I feel that children are important. I do also have a soul here in spirit. Can I ask you now, did you lose a child or have a miscarried child? Because I feel that there's a little Cupid around you. It says, very particular angel spirit that I want to connect to. The initial of E I'm seeing as well here in spirit. Nell, let us know what this is about, this Cupid that I have with you. What are your thoughts?
Yes, ma'am. I did have two miscarriages prior to having my first child.
Okay. And the initial of E, what is that to you? Is there someone, a soul in spirit with that initial? I feel it might be a male, sort of Ern or Eric, ER. So I want to give you that. Do you have anybody with that name or that initial? Sometimes it's hard to remember or even think when you're presented with it, especially out of the blue. But Nell, I feel that this is quite important, this ER initial. Do you know what that means?
I not right offhand. I do not.
Okay. Don't worry. Sometimes it makes sense a little bit later on. And it happens a lot. You know, I get this immediate connection, a big initial V, and you just think, oh no, it's there. Perhaps it will be a memory link that comes to you later on, but evidence is there around you of souls in spirit with the Cupid that I've got in particular, this little girl that is there. Now, do you have a daughter, Nell?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. She's very special, this little girl that I'm seeing. And this is in your crystal. I want to connect to you here because she's very talented. She has a particular talent. And maybe it's not really there yet, that she hasn't realized her true skill yet or true potential, but there's a musical ear that I have and a sense of sound being important. So I'm going to give you that. Do you know what that means? Do you understand that?
I do very much. Yeah, I do think she is special, and I feel like she has a lot of abilities. Healer maybe, or psychic abilities I do that she really doesn't want to lean into, but she is also only 10 years old.
Yeah, little yet at the moment. Skills that will develop later, but I'm being given here that she is very talented and does have a particular ear, for sound, and maybe it's sound therapy or music, just music itself, but really being well known for it as well in her life and in her future.
Thank you for that.
So yeah, it's my pleasure. Have you got her boy as well? I've got a card here for a boy.
Yes, I do.
Your son here, great big heart is what I want to give. And I feel that that's what I connected to straight away. When I looked into your crystal, it was children, your family, this wonderful feeling of abundance for your children and the children that you've lost, but, those that are living, that are here with you, being a very, very important part. And you've got a big, big role to play. Now, your son, his great big heart, he's soft, he's lovely, he wants to give lots of hugs and kisses all the time. He's sensitive as well. I see him as a sensitive child, but there's a unity that he's got around him. So he's very popular, and he will have many friends and many mentors as well. So individuals that will really want to be around him. Seeing him as a good buddy, a really good young man who has a long way to go. And he will follow a lot of what your instruction is. I think that he'll be a lot like you. There you are, his mother, and you are about to take a different route as well. So the family scenario is fine. Your children very happy, and I feel that things are progressing very well. I have, though, you feeling a lot about your mother here. So is your mother unwell, or has she passed into spirit? Because this is the card of mother, your mother. What's happening with her now?
She is still alive.
Yeah. Is she unwell at the moment? Do you need to spend some time with her?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, she seems to be doing well, yes.
Yeah, good. The High Priestess is here. This is you. And you will need to be making some arrangements here for you and your mum, for your mother to be either closer to you physically or for you to outmaneuver her in some way. So I think you're going to make suggestions to her. She's very independently minded, and I think she's doing far too much, really, than what she should do. And you're pulling her back into the family. So your mother very strongly here as Miss Independent, and I think you can give her that title this Christmas time and this holiday time that's coming up. Is she like that, Nell?
Yes.
Is she?
Yes, very much so.
Wanting to take control of the family and organize everybody, which is wonderful. I mean, it's super to have that. It's a really super sort of special quality for a mother to be so gregarious and also so optimistic as well in her endeavors. However, I do see you needing to sort of pull the reins in a little bit, because you're about to take charge in the family, and you will be leading the way in the future from next year going forward. Not because your mother can't, but because you should. It's time for you to take that place. And I think that you will do that very successfully. Are you also thinking of moving? Because movement is around you. When we get the Empress and that sort of wonderful feeling, it's all about fertility, wanting to put your feet in new found ground. So you'll be looking for a new home environment for yourself. And that does include some very special arrangements here for your son, for your daughter, and for your family unit as a whole. So I think it's a really successful opportunity, and Christmas will be a decisive time. That's decision time. That's when you will be making something of a decision. So this E and the R, and we have a male in spirit who's very much there. I think the R may be around his name, but Elizabeth is being shown here, written in the sand, as it were. As I'm connecting to you, looking into the crystal, that's what I can see. And this is a card for you as well. And this is you actually overcoming some obstacles and some difficulties here, Nell. So whatever is going on at work, you or in whatever you're doing to occupy yourself each day, you're going to overcome those problems in a significant way. So I think that there's major success for you, and you need to take it, grab it with both hands and say to yourself, I really deserve this. This is something that is very important to me, and I'm not going to let this chance go. And when you connect in that way, it's also allowing you to say, do you know what? I've really got this taped. So let's just recap a little bit here, Nell. You're taking charge in your family. You're really sort of thinking about your mum and recognizing that she is, Miss USA Independent 2021. So for 2022, you're going to have to temper that a little bit and try and maneuver your situation with your mum and help her out a bit. You're really pushing yourself forward in the family. You do have souls in spirit, those lost children, they're staying with you and they're helping you. It's like a protective force that I have around you. So Cupids, imagine that they're with you all the time. And that's going to give you that wonderful sensation of feeling perfect and satisfied in your life. So it's been a pleasure here reading for you, Nell, and I wish you all the best of luck for 2022. So there we go, guys. It's me, Eleanor Grace. I've been with you here on my Psychic Destiny show on A1R Moonstruck TV. And I look forward to seeing you again. Same place, same time, next week. And don't forget, you can also tune into my website, which is gracedestiny.com. You can book a reading with me as well, and you can pay in dollars now. So that's even better. So I'm going to hear from you soon, and I look forward to that very, very much. So bye for now. Bye-bye.